It is the last day here at the National Sunday. I'm going to head down to the show, but first Dustin's going to meet me out front. He's heading back to North Carolina. Just going to say bye, see you later, plan something for next time. I don't know, talk for a couple minutes. Then he's going to head on out. I'm going to head back up to my room, get my stuff, head down to the show. So I figured while I wait for Dustin, I go ahead and give you guys my plan of attack, or just my plan for the day. I'm going to head down. I got to go back to the vendor who had the Game of Thrones cards that you saw on my day 2 video. He also had some Marvel sketch cards. I'm going to pick up some Marvel sketch cards because someone sold a card for me on IG, they kind of like a consignment type thing. And they collect Marvel sketch cards and Silver Surfer. So I'm going to try to hook up some cards for them as a gift. Norin, thank you, Sketch Card Hive, for that. I believe give him a follow on Instagram as well. If you're looking to sell some high-end Marvel cards and you can't find a buyer, this guy can hook you up. So I'm also headed in looking for some Willie Mays stuff. I got another message on IG about a flawless patch auto of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from 2013. It's a great card. I had just recently picked up a Panini 1/1 Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but I moved that on the first trade night because I had told the person or the owner of that card that if I can move out of some of my other Jabbar stuff, that I would be interested in that card. So it's been one of my goals. I just don't want to be loaded up on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar cards. I just want a nice one for my collection. So I'm taking the Magic Johnson Opulence out of 10 in my pouch today because I'm not taking my Pelican case. I'm going to try to move that. I am also going to try to move a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 2007 Upper Deck Auto. These are pretty rare. The older Upper Deck stuff in high demand. And try to get into, you know, some cash and some funds to then transfer into a bigger, better Jabbar card. I'm also taking the Marino 1/1. Like I said, no Pelican case, just my pouch. So just about 4 or 5 cards I'm taking with me. But I'm taking the Marino 1/1 down there. The person I acquired this from in Atlanta, who didn't really have the cash, or might have had the cash, but at the time didn't want to spend all their funds in a deal with me, used that Marino card, and I told them that if I ever wanted to deal that Marino card, that I would get back with them first about it, and they definitely, you know, want it back because they were also another Marino collector. That was the only reason they parted with it in the first place, because they knew I was a Marino collector. So that card might make itself full circle back to the original owner as I look for other items for my collection, sports related, non-sports related, you know, unique items, whatever they may be. I do have my awesome Dan Marino Peyton Manning co-signers, which is still my favorite Marino card that I own. So I don't mind parting back with the 1/1. Get some either some funds or some cards that are a little bit more liquid that I can move. You know, that is the type of card that's definitely going to go to a collector. So it's the type of card that's a little hard to find a buyer for. So it just works out perfect. So that's going to be my plan of attack for the day. Don't know how long I'm going to stay on the show floor. All depends on the crowd. I think that the dealers will be looking to move stuff because they don't want to take things home with them. However, I believe if you have cards to sell, I believe buyers will also be buying, especially if they went through a lot of inventory this weekend. And they'll be looking to pick up, you know, more inventory, especially these dealers that do shows every weekend. There's shows coming up in northern New York. There's shows coming up in Philly. I'm sure they're still happening every week out in California. So dealers from all over are going to be going back home to their local and regional shows, and they're going to need inventory, especially if people cash them out a lot at the National. So just going to find the different buyers looking for different things. Try to find the buyers, you know, who are trying to dump, and look for the dealers who are also buying. There will be both. This show is big, and we'll see what happens on this day 4. As last year's National, I did not get to attend on the 4th day. I had to fly out of Chicago early. So I have all day today. I could even stay in Atlantic City again tonight. It's only a 2-hour drive home for myself. A buddy from work is still with me, so we can just chill. Fuchs is gone, flew out this morning. Dustin stopping by to say hello to me before he leaves. Neo, I'm pretty sure he's gone. So, you know, riding back down to the show with a friend from work, but, you know, my card buddies have checked out on me. Coming to say goodbye. Another National in the books, like he said when he got here. chilling in the shades. It's getting hot out
Not
this morning.
too shabby of a show, I would say.
Yeah, you had a great national. You got a lot of cards on your list.
Yeah.
You met Barry Sanders. I saw that on Instagram.
Met Barry Sanders. It couldn't have gotten much better, I don't think. This is awesome.
And it was fun. Like, everybody got together. We hung out. Filmington's thing was a blast.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was cool. So we're finally here. Parking was a nightmare, at least finding parking. Once we found parking, it was decent parking. Still a little bit of a walk, but we had to actually park by the outlet parking near Caesars. But we're parked and we're here. Also had a little bit of a hang up with the hotel. Not on my room, but they were kind of giving Charles a little bit of issues on his checking out with the giveaway. They jacked the price up because it was rebooked in his name and things like that. Just a bunch of crazy stuff. In the morning, let's go to the show and make some deals and, you know, make a day out of it. Forget about all the crap that happened this morning and end the National on a positive note. We're here at Next Gem. Make sure you guys follow them on all their social media platforms. Got the Firebox sleeves, which I'm not affiliated at all, but these are like super cool. I think I'm going to order some of myself. Look how they present on these PSA slabs. As you can also see, there's also some cards I'm putting out here that I have interest in. Whitney Houston, really cool old Michael Jackson. I'll see if I get a deal done here. We're about to pull the deal for the 74 Michael Jackson and the 88 Hostess Tom Hanks in an 8. You guys know I have that complete set, but we're about to pull a deal here. Getting cut a really good price.
Scott Wright from Next Gem app. You can check me out on Instagram at ScottWrightMN. I love the pop culture stuff, so I love hooking up with Steve here and talking about cards.
Yeah, but he gave me a killer deal on the Tom Hanks and the Michael Jacksons that you guys just saw, and you'll also get a nice close-up view of those in my recap. Thanks for the deal, man.
Thank you. They're going to the best home possible.
All right, thanks. Closed my second deal of the day. The first one was the Marvel sketch cards, which are a gift for someone, but just closed out for the 1974 Michael Jackson. I believe that's his first solo card / sticker. First thing other than him with the Jackson 5, and got the Tom Hanks Hostess rookie, which I already have raw, but these are graded nice. This is a PSA 2, but raw copies of this Michael Jackson beat up. I've seen one really beat up, priced at high prices. Don't know what they actually sell for. I got this pair, as you can see, they're stickered at $850 total. I got this pair for $600. Thought it was a good deal. And, you know, when you can't get a market price on this stuff, it's all about your perception and what you want to pay for something for your collection. So $600, I was willing to give that up so I can go ahead and stash these away with all my other cool stuff. I'm headed out in about 40 minutes. As you can see, the National is starting to wind down a little bit. It's actually room to walk behind me, less people, pretty enjoyable, kind of like a basic Sunday at a card show. Starting to thin out. Even some dealers are starting to pull in some of their stuff, even though I don't think shutdown is till like 5. You're just starting to see a little bit of packing up early and all that. The vibe from today is that I haven't seen much going on as far as buying and selling. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of this video, but yeah, just rather quiet in here in comparison to the rest of the weekend. And actually kind of enjoyable. Still looking for that one card, and I may not find it. I'm only spending about 40 minutes longer at the show before I head back to Delaware. You can see what I mean here, guys, by people just packing up. It's about 2:15 in the afternoon, and the show closes at 5 or 6. It's just slow, and yeah, this is the National at its slowest point. Might be more enjoyable for some people at these points. I mean, I literally am just standing in the middle of the aisle and I'm not in anyone's way. Vacant tables at the National. Maybe I should pull up here and sell for the next 2 hours. I'm here at Merle's booth. You can see, get this experience what it's like to stand behind a booth at the National, even though I'm not selling. The main reason is because I had my giant case stored back here. Merle was nice enough to let me put it back here so I wouldn't have to carry it around all day. And now I picked up my case, about to hit the road in 10 minutes. As I'm headed out of the National, I hear one of the vendors say to one of his friends. One of his friends is like, "What have you been buying all week?" And he's like, "I've been buying junk. All I've been buying is junk all week." He goes, "I've been buying junk at 50%, 50 to 60%, throwing it in my case and selling it." So I don't know really what to think about that statement. What do you guys think? A vendor saying I'm buying junk for 50 to 60%, throwing in my case, and it's selling? Don't know his definition of junk, but you know, it sounds like some of the vendors here are getting cards from people at really, really low prices and then basically flipping them at their tables, which is what they're supposed to do. But you know, to hear it put into those types of terms, just let me know what you guys think about that. And we're saying goodbye, checking out from the National 2022. It's been fun, it's been exciting. There's been some good cards, there's been some good deals. There's been money spent, there's been money made. Don't know if I needed to do it on Sunday, but I did it. At least I can say I was here from Thursday to Sunday. Lots of trading. I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I'm ready to get home to see my wife and my dog and get back to work tomorrow. Have a day off on Tuesday to recoup and push on through. Back to wrap up day 4. Was the final day of the National. I was there Thursday through Sunday. As you guys have seen, I've put out previous videos for each day. I will do my complete synopsis later this week. I don't do content every day, so by the time mine comes out, you'll probably have heard a lot of the same stuff that I'm going to say from other people. However, everyone is going to have a different experience from the National. Everyone's going to have different takeaways, different positives, different negatives, because everyone's different. So I will be putting that video out, as well as a video after that one that will just be strictly the pickups. To put in my buys and sells and talk about my deals, as well as completely run down the National, will be too long of a video. So I'm going to divide that into 2 videos. They'll be coming up later this week. Now that I am back, you can see the Pelican cases, all 3 of them stacked back there, small, medium, and large. I did come home with my soccer lot that I said I wanted to try to sell in my previous videos. I said I was going to consign them if they didn't sell, and here they are. They're packaged up, ready to go to DC Sports 87. I'm not affiliated or sponsored by them. That's just the service that I use to consign. You guys use who you like to use. They're just pretty close to me. Hit the computer monitor here, and it turned on bright light. Anyway, also sold a card on Instagram while I was gone, as you guys saw. The Old Man Logan, packaged up, ready to go. Shipping, insured, priority. All right, last day of the National was actually seemed kind of slow, especially around noon. People started to trickle out fairly early. I stated I thought this would happen in a live stream talking with Neo, that I thought a lot of people would be looking to get out of Atlantic City early. This was also the only day that I actually drove down to the show, and parking was not friendly, so that was my first experience with parking, as we use taxi cabs and public transit, or whatever you call it, whatever you want to say, Ubers, taxis, whatever, to get to and from the hotel casinos, the trade nights, the convention center, all that different stuff. So parking was not that great. Actually found a parking garage by Caesars near the shopping outlets, and it was a little bit of a walk, especially carrying that giant Pelican case that I had. The show, it seemed like some of the vendors were either looking to get out of there early because they weren't making sales, or they had to travel, but for some reason it seemed like the show was at least supposed to be open till 5, and as you saw in the footage, they were closing down around 2, 3, just breaking things down. I honestly didn't see a whole lot of transacting going on the last day, buying or selling. For myself, I had 4 pickups actually, but 2 were gifts for someone. They're already in a package to be mailed out, so you can't even see those. The other 2 were ones that I did show you in the video, which was the 1988 Hostess Tom Hanks, which they do say is his rookie card, and a PSA 8 Pop 1 none higher. And then I picked up the 1974 Verlander Michael Jackson in a PSA 2. This card is super tough to grade. I'll talk about this card more on my pickups video. There's a raw copy on eBay right now that's actually creased, listed for $900. He has this exact same photo in a Dutch gum print from the same year. However, it's nowhere near as rare, and I believe this is his first item without him with the Jackson 5. So just thought that was kind of cool, and that would be it. I know that's boring for you sports cards guys out there. I did get a few sports cards. You'll have seen them sprinkled in throughout my other videos, but really, when I was going there to look for unique items, I just couldn't find the unique stuff. I actually went to a trade night, and someone asked me what I was looking for, and I was like, I'm looking for unique items. And they said, oh, well, I have this, and it was a 2018 Ronald Acuna Jr. bat down. in a PSA 9. They were like, yeah, this is the short printed bat down version. So that's what I was getting sometimes when I would say, hey, I'm looking for something rare or I'm looking for something unique. I get a PSA 9 Ronald Acuna bat down. No offense to the person out there, that maybe they thought it was something I might be interested in. And I actually had to show my case and be like, no, this is more along the lines of what I'm looking for. But anyway, the show was great. I'm going to wrap it up. And I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, everything. You guys are going to get it honestly from me. Cousin Jay returned my car. I let him use my car. If you guys remember, all the way back to the first video, he drove me there. But I let him use my car the entire time I was gone because his was in the shop. He returned my car with no gas. So thumbs down for Cousin Jay. But thumbs up if you like this video. Give me a like and subscribe on the way out. Make sure you come back so you can get the full rundown of the National. I know these videos are kind of short. I'm just happy to be home. And also, yesterday when I arrived home, I was actually under the weather, had a sore throat. There's lots of people talking about cases of COVID coming out of the National because there was a lot of people. I tested, I was negative. So, clean bill of health for myself other than a little bit of a scratchy throat. And, just maybe came home with something. There was a lot of people there, escalators, germs. But clean bill of health as far as COVID goes. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Keep your eyes peeled for a live drive or a live stream and my videos coming up. See you later.